Hello everyone, welcome to another YouTube live. We are going to make a really quick card today. I know that I love my coloring and I do lots of coloring on my YouTube videos, but sometimes we need some really quick cards and we want to mass produce them really quickly. So having bold stamps that we can use color with is a really good option, and we can get loads of cards made really quickly and still have loads of color. Let me just find myself on my iPad. So there I am, all easy. So then I can flip us around really quickly. Now, if you are wanting to comment with me, you have to make sure that you are logged in to your YouTube channel. Good morning, Cherie. How are you? And I've got myself set up so I can see comments. And so I would love for you to just drop in, say hello, perhaps where you're from, that type of thing. So just so that I know that I'm not chatting to myself. Okay, so we're going to use the Life is Beautiful stamp set. Good morning, Sandra. And so this one is actually a $1 million stamp set. So one of the demonstrators who has reached her $1 million in sales has designed or helped design this stamp set, which is only new for me. So let's get swung round and have a look. So you'll have to excuse, you'll see my roof and you'll see my messy area, but and then I have to rearrange myself, but we'll do that. So I'll just cover my hand and bring you up. Hopefully, now, wait a minute, I've got to switch around. There we go. Okay, let's get pulled right in nice and close. I would love the features of just being able to, whoops, and I hate doing that too. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's get going. Good morning from Sydney, rainy in Queensland. Oh, I tell you what, yesterday was a disgusting day here. We had 31 degrees and it was just blowing. We had wind gusts up to 60 kilometers an hour. It was a horrible, horrible day. So this is the card that we're going to make, and I have made a stack of them and I did them all in pretty much one sitting. So it's a good one if you want to mass produce. So let's go through what we need. So I'll go through the card stock to start with in case you want to follow along. Now for the Aussies, I'm a little bit different with my card bases. So I actually have a card base of 10.5 by 26 and I score it at 13 centimeters, and this is grey granite. So my final card base is 10.5 by 13. A regular card base for Aussies is 10.5 by I think 14.9, so I am cutting a little bit off the end. Just for me, I feel that my card balances a little bit better with the slightly less long rectangle shape, so that's what I do. Then we need a piece of Whisper White, and I think I have forgotten my size, so I think this is 8 centimeters by 11.5. If we're working in inches, it's just over 3 inches by about 4.5 inches, so we'll use that. Then I've got a piece of Petal Pink, and this one is 9 centimeters by 10.5, or 3.5 inches by just over 4 inches. And then a strip of Calypso Coral, which is 10.5, same width as the card base, by 2 centimeters, or what's that, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so let's get started. I'm using my Stamparatus. Keep going, and it's really messy. Because I made so many of them yesterday, and because it's such a large stamp, I am going to just use this. Otherwise, you need one of those really massive blocks, and I find that the big blocks, my hand doesn't fit on them, and I have dropped my block on my work several times. So, and if you're doing mass production cards, this is just perfect. So I've got mine already set up, and I'm just going to use some grey granite ink. So I find that I don't use this tool in my everyday stamping, but I tell you what, when I want to do my mass production stamping, it is really handy. Or when I know that my stays on isn't, I don't like my stays on really wet, but I like it to be on the drier side, but sometimes I have to stamp it a couple of times. So that looks quite dark, but I find that this one actually settles down. I'll bring in this one so you can see that it stamps quite dark, but then as it dries, it settles down into the paper and becomes a little bit softer. So I'll just pop that away. Don't need that one anymore. Okay, and you can see where I've done all my splotches already. Now this stamp set is really good. So we can have autumn, which we're not in, we're actually going into spring, and or you can have some winter. Hey Priscilla, nighttime in Canada. It's morning here. I'm trying to find a good time slot that sort of suits a lot of people, but I'm going to just do the spots here, and I perhaps should have perhaps chosen some autumn colors, which I should have gone for a bit more springy, brighter colors, but anyway, that was the color scheme I was going for yesterday. I was just in a pinky peachy sort of mood. So this one's I didn't worry about using my Stamparatus for this one. I'm going to use it upside down and round the right way. Yeah, the Stamparatus is so handy for when you want to stamp straight. So I'm just going to stamp these down, and I love that just with the one stamp you get the way that the stamp has been textured. You get light spots or darker spots. So you can get so many different colors just using the one image without having to use several different stamps. And then I'm going to turn, colors I mean, then I'm going to just turn my block around the upside way, and I'm just going to fill in around the top as well. So that's that. So these are going, I promise you, these are going to be really super quick cards. We won't be here for long, I can tell you that. Okay. And next I've got this cute little bird house, and I'm going to use my Calypso Coral for this one. I need to update my ink pads too. I'm still using really old ones. Okay, let's just hang that down. I thought another color which would be really sweet to add into this one would be like a Bermuda Bay, or what's the other color? Pool Party. I thought would be really sweet to add into this as well. Okay, that's our stamping pretty well done, except for our sentiment. So now we just assemble. I'm telling you, this is such a super quick card. Okay, our brand new Stampin' Seal. So I'm just going to pop, not all the way along because my card, well, that one went all the way along, but just going to make sure that my card is in the right area. I'll just move it up a little bit. I'm used to working down, but my camera likes to be up a little bit higher. So just using my grid paper, I just try and get everything a little bit on the straighter side. Circles would make great tone-on-tone background stamp. Oh, they would. You know what? I could have even done that on my base, on my card base as well, in the grey granite. So that's that. Oh, maybe I'll stick it on here as well. Stick it to the card base. And this Stampin' Seal, we've got two. We've got the Stampin' Seal and we've got the Stampin' Seal Plus. So, but I'm finding that this is like really super, like it even pulls your skin when you, so this is really sticky. Excuse me. All right, we'll line that up. Okay, and we are nearly done. Can you believe that already? So I've got, there's some great sentiments in here. We've got hello, thinking of you, and life is beautiful. So there's some lovely sentiments going in this one. I'm just going to do my hello at the moment. So I'm going to stamp in Versamark. Oh, let me get myself all set up. Here's all my stuff that I need. I keep saying, and I'm going to do it one day, I'm going to get myself a big container and I'm going to buy a heap of white embossing powder because I do go through quite a bit, and I'm just going to fill it up so I can just dip it in there every time. Okay, so I'm just gonna, whoops, don't move on me. Stamp my hello in my Versamark. Any sticky ink pad works well. I think I've got it all stamped correctly. It's nothing worse than stamping it and then finding out that you haven't actually stamped it properly. All right, so if you're new to embossing, the sticky ink pad, I'm just going to funnel this back in because I know it'll end up all over my floor if I don't. If you're a regular watcher, you'll know that I make lovely boo-boos all the time. So back to, if you're new to embossing, the sticky ink pad holds the powder on there so that when we heat set it, it doesn't fly off everywhere. Okay, so excuse the noise. Very quick. Yesterday I had them all lined up. I didn't do them individually. I had them all embossed and then I heat set them all at the same time. Okay, what am I looking for? I am looking for this. Okay, I am down to the edges on my dimensionals, so just bear with me with that. You've got to use them all up. There's nothing, they're still the same sticky. Actually, I might do them diagonally. Let's do, just for fun. See, look at this. We've been going for only 10 minutes and I'm nearly done. It's a very quick card. So I figure for these little quick cards, either they're fantastic for on the fly if you need, oh no, I forgot my card, and you need one really quickly, or if you want to sit down and make a whole heap of them. Okay, and just to finish off, I'm going to use some of the Woven Threads sequins, and I was going to be prepared and have them out already, but I didn't get prepared. Okay. Now, the colours in this one is not Calypso Coral or Petal Pink. I do believe it is Terracotta Tile, but they work. So that's what I'm using. You wouldn't even know. They do, you need to sort of flatten them out a little bit for them to stick a little bit better. But they work fine. I find that a lot of the colours of the sequins will work really, really well with other colours. So there's 3 sizes in here. So I'm just looking for that one. And these pick your tools are so handy. Pick your tool, is that what it's called? So if you haven't seen one, it's got a putty on one end so that you can pick things up. On the other end, it's got a poker, a pointy sharp poker. And on the other end, it's got, you can take that out, and it's got a spatula, which you can see I have really well used because it's got lots of sticky over it. You can also get a brush, a die brush that you roll over your, you know, to get all those little pieces out. Actually, don't put that away, I still need that. All right, get the old, all right, this is how I function. I feel like I'm back in my dental assisting days. All right, and then I just hold that down for a moment and it sticks. So, all right, and then our card is finished. Super easy. Done. Oops, that one goes on that one, that one goes on that one. There we have it. Another one to add to my big pile. Like you can, I've just made heaps of them. I sat down yesterday and I watched the Cobra Kai on Netflix and I made all these cards yesterday. So that was fun, and I thought, now I know what I can do for my life. Such very quick. Yeah, I thought, but even just a little bit of perhaps a, one of the blues, the Pool Party, or the, oh no, what's the colour? Not Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, yeah, Coastal Cabana I think would also be pretty, just to add another color into the mix. I think that would be really pretty. You could do the dots in the two peachy colors, and then you could do the this one in the Cabana, and then you could put another layer of Coastal Cabana in there as well if you wanted to add a little bit more to it. But I quite like this card. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you're in the evening, have a good sleep. And we will see you again in another video soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I go live next. Okay, thanks Cherie. I've been watched everything. Oh, I'm just gonna chat for a second. I'm finding that the first season, I'm into the second season now, I'm finding the first season was just like, oh my goodness, it's such a rehash of the Karate Kid movie. It was like, couldn't they think of something new? But finally in season 2 they are thinking of new things. But anyway, that's my little chit chat at the end. Have a great day, and we will see you again soon. Bye.